Ladies and gentlemen, let's get into the video. Let us continue discussing The Last of Us, because just yesterday we unveiled that Naughty Dog have basically confirmed 60 frames per second for The Last of Us Remastered on the PlayStation 4. And further tweets have now been issued from Jason Gregory. Now, Jason Gregory is the lead programmer, and he stated on Twitter, and I quote, "Team working like crazy to finish # The Last of Us Remastered, can confirm rumours. TLOU/R for PS4 is definitely impressive," he tweeted. Then he said, "We haven't made the full switch to C++11, and in true highly pragmatic ND style, we'll do this only if and / as it benefits our games." So, what else was it he pointed out? Well, actually, not him specifically, but Brian Singh. I screwed up with my notes. Oops. But anyway, Brian Singh is the game designer at Naughty Dog, and he said that Uncharted 4 is definitely not coming to the PlayStation 3. I don't think any of us really expected it to, but he basically said that only announced for the PS4. We build games specifically for each console so we can get the most out of the hardware. Personally, I am extremely happy that we're going to be seeing 60 frames a second on The Last of Us. And I'm curious to see just how Uncharted 4 is going to be playing out as well, particularly since I think we're going to have great expectations of the game, since let's just be honest here, it is, well, a completely next generation game. That's one of the reasons it's not being brought over to the PS3. There's just no way they could really make the engine with the PS4 in mind and then port it over without making absolute huge compromises on one platform or the other. It's just pointless. What are my thoughts for those of you who are unfamiliar with the idea of C++11? Well, C++11 does indeed bring many different changes. And one of those, for example, is a change in the way it deals with memory management and multi-core. It's actually a little bit more Java-esque, I suppose you could say. And the idea here is basically for concurrency in terms of memory. So, for example, if data is being accessed over multiple cores, it's just better ways to manage all of the data and ensure that all of the cores operate more efficiently. Let's just say that. Obviously, C++11 isn't exactly complete and utterly new. It's been around for a couple of years now. But at the same time, most developers are still only using C++ because, well, their libraries and development tools have been coded specifically for that. So obviously there is going to be some major improvements when it's finally ported over. Because at the end of the day, C++ isn't the lowest level language possible. It's not exactly machine code, is it? It's not binary or something like that. It's, at the end of the day, a higher level. So obviously there are still optimizations that they can put in place, and how much performance increase that's going to be obviously depends on what they're doing. But, you know, I'm not saying it's going to be like a 50% increase or performance or anything like that. And to be honest with you, most studios are probably in very similar situations. Most of them probably haven't switched over to C++11, and it's going to be a slow process. Anyway guys, hopefully you found it somewhat interesting. I'll see you soon, take care, and bye for now.